Hi and welcome to Outdoors with Richard. So today I'm going to be taking a closer look at the big Agnes Rapide SL insulated sleeping pad. Now when you purchase the sleeping pad you also get a really nice storage bag. You also get an inflation sack and you also get, should you need it, a little repair kit. Now starting with the colour. The colour on this pad is a burnt orange colour, which I really like. I think it makes a nice change from the usual green, grey or blue colours you usually get on a pad or mat. Now this pad has been classed as a 3/4 season pad and it has an R value of 4.2. So you could quite comfortably use this pad throughout most of the year. Now when it comes to the size of this pad, you can actually get it in 6 sizes. So there's definitely a size for everyone. You can get it in a petite size, you can get it in a regular size, you can get it in a long size, you can get it in a regular wide size, you can get it in a wide long, and you can also get it in a double wide. So like I say, there's definitely a size for everyone. Now I'm not going to go through all the individual measurements of these pads, but what I will do is I will put them in the description below so you can take your time and have a good look at them. I will also put a link to the website where I purchased this pad so you can go and have a look at all the other specs if you want to. What I will do though now is give you the prices of all these different pads as well as the weights of the individual pads. So starting with the Petite pad, this comes in at around £116 here in the UK. The regular comes in at around £126. The long comes in at £126. The regular wide comes in at £179.95. The wide long also comes in at £179.95. And the double wide comes in at £187.95. Now, you must remember, as I always say, obviously depending where you live or where you purchase these pads from, prices can vary. Now, when it comes to the weight of the individual pads, the Petite comes in at 510 grams. The regular comes in at 539 grams. The long comes in at 595 grams. The regular wide comes in at 680 grams. The wide long comes in at 737 grams. And the double wide comes in at 1,130 grams. Now, when it comes to the thickness of this pad, regardless of what size pad you purchase, the thickness remains the same throughout. Looking at the pad itself, these middle chambers here, when fully inflated, inflate to a thickness of around 3.5 inches or 9 centimeters. And now the outer chambers, they're a little bit bigger and they inflate to around 4.25 inches or 11 centimeters. Now the reason the outer chambers are a little bit bigger is because 1, they aid comfort, 2, they aid stability, and 3, they also help you from stopping you from sliding off this pad. Right, let's take a closer look at the outer fabric. So looking at the outer fabric on this pad, it has been made out of a durable, super light nylon double ripstop with a aviation grade TPU lamination. So basically what that's telling you in a nutshell is that this fabric is not only light, it is also really strong. Now the insulation in this pad is made out of a Primaloft silver insulation. And this has been designed, 1, to trap the heat, but secondly, then to reflect the heat back up towards your body. So this is going to help keep you warm, but also it's then going to add to your comfort, especially when the temperature drops outside. The other thing to mention with this pad Internally, it's been treated with an antimicrobial treatment, and what that does, it helps prevent any bacteria growing inside this pad, especially if you get, say, a little bit of moisture inside this pad. Another feature of this pad is it's been made from quieter materials, so you can get a nice peaceful sleep. There are some great pads out there that have been well made and that are very light and are very comfortable, but unfortunately, because of the materials that they've been used to make them with, they are quite loud, and you end up waking yourself up if you roll over on your pad, or you end up waking someone else up. Now, the other thing on this pad is it has two valves, an inlet and an outlet, which makes inflating and deflating really easy. The other thing on this valve, which you get on other valves, is if you have a closer look there, you've got a little sort of red button there. Now, when you've inflated your pad, you can then push that little button just very gently. It releases a little bit of air at a time, and by doing that you can then get the desired firmness of the pad, what you're after. I think it's a common mistake by new campers. They buy a pad, they inflate it to the max, they then lie on it and they think, well, that's it, it's either comfortable or it's not. But actually, by just releasing a little bit of air, you can, as I said, just adjust the firmness of this pad. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you my final thoughts and my opinions on this, the Big Agnes Rapide SL insulated sleeping pad. So my final thoughts and opinions on this, the Big Agnes Rapide SL insulated sleeping pad. Now, I've used this sleeping pad on and off for the past year, and I've really enjoyed using it. I've had absolutely no problems with it whatsoever. First of all, I've got to say that I really like the look of this pad, in particular the burnt orange color. Now, this pad is lightweight, which I like, and it is definitely well made. Now, when it came to inflating and deflating this pad, I had absolutely no problems whatsoever. Now, when it comes to the comfort, this is pure comfort. I've never slept on such a comfortable pad in all my life. I highly recommend this pad purely just for the comfort level. And the fact is that I could also adjust the firmness to my liking. That for me was a bonus as well. Now, one thing I did like was the outer columns on this pad being slightly bigger than the middle columns. It gave you a bit more stability. It definitely added to the comfort level, but most importantly, it helped stop me from rolling off or sliding off this pad, especially as I'm a restless sleeper. I like the fact that they've used quieter materials on this pad, so that aids in a really good night's sleep. I like the fact you get a inflation sack as well as a little repair kit with this pad, not to mention that nice little storage bag. Now, I appreciate that this is a premium pad, so it comes at a premium price, but I honestly think it is worth the money. If you're thinking about spending a bit of extra money on a good sleeping pad, I highly recommend you take a look at this one. Now, one of the things I really liked with this pad is that you had a choice of sizes, and I think that's so important nowadays, because one size definitely doesn't fit all. But on that note, what I'm going to say, as per usual, is thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. Can I also take this opportunity to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. I hope you have a lovely Christmas. Eat, drink, be merry, as they say. Enjoy your time with family and friends. And until the next video, Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you soon.